multiple 1,000-yard receiver. He's a multiple Pro Bowl guy. We've got a few teammates that have been teammates with him before and just raved about him as a guy, as a character. So excited to have him in our locker room, and he'll fit in quite nicely here.
But as far as the way he plays, I mean, it's phenomenal. Every time I turn on the television and watch him play, he plays with a lot of grit, a lot of hustle. He plays hard, and obviously he's been, one of the top quarterbacks in the game for a while now. So just to be able to play with him and experience that in person, I think it's going to be real cool. Yeah.
I'm excited about this. It's going to be fun to see them out there. Hawk, what does the Cooper addition change specifically for Josh Allen?
Yeah, it gives him a true separator at wide receiver, and they've been needing it since Stephon Diggs left. Even when he's played his best, spreading the football around, like you could see it versus the Baltimore Ravens, the way they played them, there was opportunities down the field that he is used to receivers making and getting open, and the way that they run their routes that just were not there. That game got out of hand, but it was because they could not push the ball down the field. There were times, and Dominic Foxworth pointed this out, that they were running cover 0 with no blitz. Like they were just manning up their guys. Amari Cooper, and that's crazy in the NFL. That's like a level of disrespect that is like unheard of. Amari Cooper, you can't do that with. Because in one-on-one, he's one of the best route runners in the league. And what makes him so special, he's a technician. And what it means to be a technician, every movement, every angle, every release, every step has purpose to either show you something that he wants you to see or sets himself up for a future route. You add him to the mix of these receivers, it right sizes where everybody's role in this offense is. And it allows Josh Allen to have someone he can depend on third down and in the red zone to say, hey, can my guy beat your guy? Amari Cooper can do that.
Wow.
I love that. To your point, in the critical situations, he now has a guy to win those one-on-one matchups. And they're playing against the Tennessee Titans, and Shefty said, don't know if he's going to be out there. But this will be him against L'Jarius Sneed if he is out there. And this is just one-on-one. My guy is beating your guy. You mentioned red zone. Well, there's a red zone target for you right there. This next one comes after a turnover. They fumble a kickoff, the Giants do, and the Browns get it. First play, they go up top, and that's Amari Cooper in the corner end zone. Late hands making a play. So when you talk about a quarterback like Josh Allen, having a receiver that you can rely on in the critical moments and situations within the game and know that he's going to get open and win. And now on top of that, I know anybody that's watched the Browns this year, Deshaun Watson has struggled. But even when he has hit Amari Cooper, Cooper's dropped the ball a ton this year. I think it's like 6 drops he has on the season. But it still is an upgrade at the wide receiver position for the Bills.
Before we get into the game, question. As a separating wide receiver, what would be what Coop should tell Josh when it comes to look for this when I'm about to get open? Like, what would be the way that you would communicate to Josh if you were Amari Cooper? When I do this, I'm about to win. Is there something that stands out?
The beautiful part about someone who separates is they don't need indicators. Like he has the ability to wait and see it, right? Because what you risk by waiting to see it and then throwing it is that the DB can close.
But as the quarterback, I want to know to play on time when you feel you've won.
Yes.
So, what would you tell me if I'm Josh, you're Coop?
Patience.
Same talent levels.
Same thing, right?
You guys are.
I'm Coop.
Yeah.
You're Josh
As a
Allen.
quarterback, I want to play on time versus man coverage, right?
So this is where it changes. It's going to mess with your
take
typical.
time?
But it's good for Josh Allen because that's how he plays. Be patient. Okay. Don't rush it. I'm going to separate. It's going to be an easier throw because it's not going to be where he's draped on me.
So give me a second.
If you give me a second to set him up, like if you watch that clip that J-Mac put up, where he had like the delayed slant, and he comes off very purposefully. But at the beginning, it looks like a low.
So that's the one big thing, patience.
It's patience. I'm waiting for this guy to put his guard down before I cut. That means it could be on step 1. It could be on step 4. You just have to wait on it. And as soon as you see it, fire.
I think that's something to pay attention to in this game. It's like how quickly that comes together. Tennessee's got a really good defense. If you're Buffalo, you're not running the football inside. Simmons and Sweat are unbelievably difficult to kind of have some success against. So, for me, Hawk, J-Mac, Ruddy, this game for me is about Buffalo on the perimeter offensively. This is a tremendous secondary. They put the cap on everything. They don't give you a ton of big plays. They make everything challenging. And the most fascinating, what's the worst game for Josh this year in this Buffalo offense, performance-wise?
That was Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Yep.
Who's the defensive coordinator in Tennessee? Bernard Wilson, who comes directly from Baltimore. So I think this offense in Buffalo is going to see the very same stuff that Baltimore showed them and they struggled with.
That's a great point.
I can't wait to see their connection either way. Even if it doesn't materialize right away, it feels like